Then there's times when we have this wonderful project in mind and it flops. It's okay. Sometimes we tweak it right on the spot. It's okay. It's like a learning. But then we know what they like, what they don't like, what's going to work, what's not going to work. We're pretty good. For those of us that have been here for a long time, we're pretty good at going, okay, this isn't working. Let's just try this right on the spot and find something that does. So it's not really a failure. It's also learning for us.
The bag of tricks, that was one of the things finishing my school where they gave you some ideas, like have in your coat pocket, you know, if you wore one of those pockets, some finger plays, some songs to be ready to sing. 7, 6, 5. Just have yourself a little package area ready to go. We have our music box, and our music box is magic. It sings. I had to teach them, like when you lift the lid, you close the lid, so then they pull out songs that we've sung. So everything we've sang will go in there, and they'll pull it out and we'll sing that song.
You can sing songs if you have a bunch of songs in there, or maybe some finger puppets, a lot of sing-song books that you can sing along to. They always are attention grabbers or things that have props. Those are all good things to have. Your go-to bag.
I would say get to know your local library. By utilizing the library, you can tap into and get a lot of different, depending on how big or the kind of materials are there, but they can offer a lot.
Where's Little Riding Hood at? I would say make sure you have a lot of literacy materials that foster the desire to learn letters and to learn words and to read. Supplies that encourage math, hands-on math at all times. Science materials that they can use to explore and experiment with. You need to have songs and poems to do. You need to have little parts of the day where children have maybe a bell to ring so that children know it's time to come to the carpet. Just little things you can use for signals for the children. In your toolbox, you should have a smile to show your enthusiasm and just to be welcoming and friendly. And to make the children understand that you're someone that they can trust. You're their teacher, and that you love them, and that you're here for them.
Things that children enjoy. Sometimes just if you want to call them props, maybe a little bag. What's in the bag? Ways to get their interest again. Always looking. Always. You kind of look in what they call learning experiences. I go shopping, and I thought, that make a great activity. Kind of thinking activities, So try to get your thinking together too. Well, you talked about preparation. So those are things. If you were to make a list, you could probably sit down and make a list, maybe in a web. Okay, toolbox, and what would you need in your toolbox? So, and maybe every person is different, because if they have strengths and challenges, then they want to make sure that they have the things that help them with their challenges and promote their strengths. Do more in that. If you're really great with science, make sure you're bringing all that to the table. Don't be afraid if somebody's going to laugh at you.
I think you learn your own tricks, because part of being a good teacher is learning your way of being. I think that's how you learn how to be a good teacher, is you just you take ideas from everywhere and you try them and see what feels right for you and what doesn't. And it's important to get rid of the stuff that doesn't work for you and stay with your strengths. And you're always going to meet new teachers. You're always going to meet new children, so there's always these opportunities to try out new things. It never stops, and it's so much fun to try out a new trick and to find that it really works. That is such a good feeling.
They did Carl's eyebrows.